That 480 feet high from the ground 4,500. What's inside this year-old pyramid? Which the researchers did just to see. A robot sent inside a camera permits a. The robotic camera stopped after coming into place because now there was a slab of stone in front of him. Researchers believe that behind this lab surely there is some secret hidden that in the last 4. This secret has been buried for 1,500 years. Had to know the price, so he used the robot. Next, a drill machine was installed which drilled the stone. Now this hole in the slab declared heavy. A camera was sent inside which recorded the slab. On the other side I saw a scene that was different from the last 4. No one has seen for 1,500 years. When there was happiness in the videos once again. Total 138 in Nazar in Egypt. There are peppers 3 feet high who. Dozens over the past thousands of years. Earthquakes and many dangerous storms. I faced, but there is fun in these. Any one of these may have come from here to there. The highest and biggest festival made the great. Goes to the pyramids of Giza and on. Area 31A of VAT base is det, i.e. this. Surprisingly 1 or 2 inside the permit. Not only the entire 9 football fields from. Can fit on this depending on the activation. VAT and total of these locks of big stones. The weight of many of the letters used. There was also 50 turns, but its total weight was. If estimated, the weight of VAT on this is 60 lakh tons, which is equal to the weight of 12 Burj Khalifa. Made equal but so high and luxurious. What was the purpose of creating parents? Thousands of years ago when humans had no tools, did not even exist then, in from it. How to level the walls inch by inch. How did letters weighing 50 tons get squared away? Cut into shapes and feed 480 without love. Were brought to battle and in making these. Which engineers had a hand in this? Who made these parents earthquake-proof? As well as all its sides. Exactly set at an angle of 51.5 degrees. You will be able to know all this in today's video. So let's start challenge number 1. Various research teams have been working on this for many centuries. To know the construction technique of pyramid, I was sitting with this head folded that after all this. Each side of the pyramid is exactly north-south. How to set east and west without compass. Many experts believe that. The architects of that time were the first to. We'll have to search for land that weighs millions of tons. After the bowler can determine the weight of the letters. Star Yani, those stars with the help of which meaning. With the help of which the poles of. Every side of the pyramid was hit. Compass nor any optical instrument. Thousands of years with just this basic technique. First in this festival. Question was set, and that too with lions. Challenge number 2. The next challenge was to Zameen. To level your acre of land on this. The level of pyramid had to be increased even a little. Had it been out, this mountain of 23 lakh letters would have. It was no longer possible to stand at all. To level this land at that time. The engineer neither had a laser leveler nor. Neither is the forest experts believe that. Standing on all 4 sides of the construction site. Water must have been poured into it and then from the water level of one side to the other side. The water level must have been matched, which part of the land does not match the water level. Must be helping him with chisels and hammers. Many must have been cut and leveled. Experts believe that instant. Education also used this simple tool. Which had woods on both its sides and a stone was tied with a rope exactly at its center. What happened if the stone when it got touched and its receipt right center? If it is coming online, then it means that 20. The ground is perfectly level. Challenge number 3 now on paramedic traction side. Directions were set and marking was done. And the ground level was also set. Now it was the turn to start construction, for which larger stones weighing millions of tons were requested. But it is not for cutting stones nor for there. There were grinders nearby and there was no meat check. But still he threw a stone weighing 50 tons. Thorns and their square or rectangle 6. Also given, but with whose help? Yes, this is the only plant which helps. Expert believes letters were cut from. That permit is used on construction. Sugar is not made only from copper. Because they also knew that copper is soft and cannot cut stone. That's why it also involves a chemical, and a soldier was made from copper and soldier. These Chinese wooden hammers are known. Were hammered on stones and for several hours. Big stones in shape after hard work. Challenge number 4 used to be brought, now this special type of stone which is today known as limestone. Its cutting is called pyramid. 250 rupees from construction side pizza. The tour was taking place in the city kilometers away. Now the issue was this stone man transport. Each stone weighs 50 tons, i.e. 50,000 rupees. Which was equal to about 3 passenger buses. Equal to the weight of and many lakhs of such stone. Just a parameter. Had to be a blast transport so much weight. Nor any animal in that era to do. Could be useful, and neither did they have trees. If today's Jagdish like Atta existed. If I have to do this work, then transport. This company will get a good top 5. Surprisingly, this work was done by boat and boats. Done with the help of Yes Torah and Visa, the river present between. And by loading stones in big boats. The experts posted on the website admit that this task was not that easy. Loading such large stones into ships, and at least 500 laborers will be involved in unloading. The challenge must have been imposed at the same time. Number 5 is the team spirit of the experts. She was doing research on the construction of. Now many of my questions were answered. But one thing was troubling him all the time, that limestone was cut and transported. And one during construction. This issue has also started to bother you. How could the stone reach such a height? How would it have gone? Many experts believe that the permit is issued even before construction. It was planned, or this spiral Jik must have gone up here via the track Jake way, but it is certain that workers above 50,000 kilograms stone must have been pulled out with the help of army. Challenge number 6. Talk only locks. Workers cutting limestone with chisel hammer. And to transport such big stones. There was no such thing inside this pyramid. Compartments their way inside, and many small tunnels were also built. Everything else is fine, but one thing. What surprised the experts was that the stone in the inner compartment. It was not limestone that was used, but granite was. Yes, then night is such a stone. Which is the hardest substance in the world after diamond. Terrene stone is considered ore. Granite even in Google's Motorola era. Cut without the help of big grinders. Many from all over the world can't go. Visit permit to archaeological experts. It was also done, but no one was aware of this. The hole was not found that 4,500 years ago. The Egyptians used solid stone like granite. How was it cut so cleanly? After years, experts also solved by giving new tips to the night. It was cut so cleanly with a saw whose there were no teeth, yes, without teeth. By putting weight on both sides of the gesture. Was run on granite, and in the middle gravel was poured, experts believe. To cut such a big stone in this manner. It took 4 months. What is the purpose of making remedy? What went into making these parents? Workers worked at the same time, and robotic camera captures stones inside vat on F. If you sleep in the flood of water, then inside it What scene was seen then in the last 4,000? No one had seen this for 500 years.